Hi, so today we are going to look at the Lionsgate energies, how the Lionsgate portal is affecting us, what energies it is bringing in, what we are releasing, how this is affecting us, etc. And I've already pulled some cards from this deck, The Inner Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And we had the first deck here, the first card, was the In Between with this veiled Madonna type of card, which makes me think of the void being in the nothingness, um, waiting for things to happen and being in stillness and being held. We have the roses here. She's like the rose queen, the rose priestess. And we have the card aligned, which is, if you look at the other side, it's misaligned, but it came out upright like this, aligned. Being in the flow, and when I look at this misaligned picture stuff, she's makes me think of she's hearing like different voices, her own voices in her head, like doubting, but here you're aligned, you're listening to, really tuning into your own truth, so to speak. And we had the card mercy, to show mercy for yourself and others, and have compassion for yourself and the journey you're on. It hasn't been easy, but you're here, you're still standing, you're still breathing. Even if you're not standing, you're still breathing. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this. So what is the Lionsgate portal? It's like an astrological event with its peak on August the 8th every year. So the 8-8 portal. I'm usually not that into astrology and like portals and stuff, but I felt, I don't know, something with the Lionsgate that makes me feel drawn to it, and I feel I want to do a reading. The last time I did it was 2 years ago, but hey, I'm back now. So I haven't used this deck in a while. What we have forgotten. Going to use it now. Yeah, maybe I'll put it there to have some clarifiers. What more energies are coming in? Because this type of colors is how I imagine also this portal. Because there are like serious energies and cosmic fire energies. And so we have the creation here. So it's beginning of everything. It's the beginning of, it's the void, and then there's the Big Bang. Maybe new creations coming out of these energies now. And what else? For the Lionsgate portal this year. Ritual. And she has two wolves on the side of her. Gives me like the Freya type of energies, but she looks more like, could be an Asian type of lady. 46 adds up to 10. Tuning into the rituals and portals of your life, not just your culture. Making time to, okay, what I want to say is like to stop and to acknowledge the shiftings, the passing of time, the thresholds you are going over, the cardinal directions. And you have looks like a temple wall almost. See if we can get it into focus, please, little camera. Here we go. Um, Also, like looking for direction in organized religion is what I'm hearing, and but still like finding the truth in you. So these are lots of like codes coming in, and we can kind of like download them by tuning in, meditating, being out in nature, going to doing this pilgrimage journeys. Does not have to be physical. It can also be you just astral traveling to somewhere with your like imagination. Um, this looks like this door portal of Ishtar. Open doors. So this is a beautiful portal, like a heavenly portal. Something is opening up for you to come out on the other side. It's like an initiation. Yeah, I can never pronounce that word. Initiation towards what is coming next, like your priestess initiation. And star consciousness, connecting with higher energies and higher frequencies. And also reminding yourself that the world is bigger than you and your like petty problems. Star consciousness. If you zoom out, like you're just a little raindrop in the cosmos, or the Earth is just a little rainbow in the cosmos. We shouldn't worry so much about the mundane, is what I'm hearing. Okay, let me pull one more card from this deck, the Lionsgate energies of this year. But what I'm hearing is, even if you're watching this, like next year, the following years, so this year is 2026, but kind of like what I'm hearing is like the Lionsgate energies are repeating themselves until we have learned the lessons. So you might watch this another year and it will be relevant for you. Eternal life, yeah, that kind of adds up, like links to what I just said, how the energies are coming back for eternity until we have learned our lesson. And you have the light and the dark here coexisting until we have learned to coexist with the darkness. That's what I'm hearing. Oh, okay. Interesting. Let me see what deck I want to have next, and let me take a sip of coffee here. Okay. We're going to pull from the Dark Moon Oracle. I wanted to have like cosmic decks for this. The energies feel very like grand and cosmic. It's the words I want to use. Okay, so the Dark Moon Oracle. So what energies are we expecting this August? The Morrigan. So like the darkness, the void, looking to our shadows, and the ravens there. And she's also like the Queen of Swords, so it's like your intellect. Don't be afraid of your own darkness, is what I'm hearing. Because it can reveal truths and secrets. Nyx, we had this in the reading I did yesterday. Nyx is a Greek goddess. And I already forgot what she was all about. Let me see. Embrace the mystery. She's the goddess of night and mystery, embodying the power of darkness as a space for intuition, insight, and transformation. Okay, that goes well with what I just said here with the Queen of Swords. And also we had like the Black Madonna, Holy Sophia type of energies. that are guiding us. So it's like the darkness guiding us. It isn't as light as I usually feel the Lionsgate energies. Well, let's see. Okay. Matangi. It looks like a Hindu priestess or a goddess. Number 27. Let me check. Hindu pantheon, a lesser known dark tantric form of the goddess of language and music, Saraswati. Her Veena represents the harmonious connection to music and the flow of expression and creativity through sound. A sword at her feet symbolizes the clarity and precision needed in communication to cut through confusion and negativity. So there we have the sword again, like the Queen of Swords type of energies in the music. Where does music come from? Like I'm hearing it's like a holy frequency, it's a cosmic frequency. Did we invent music, or is it there? The harmonies, do they exist before us? Maybe. Okay. So let me see which deck I want to use. I think I want to continue like Rose Mystery. No, I don't want that. I'll pull some cards from the sorry. I'm bringing you in on my process here. So we have the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. I'll pull a few cards from there, but also the Oracle of the Seven Energies. This card jumped out from the Radiant Sun Authority. I will look into that later. Oh, and this card wanted to come out. It is what it is, and we have some sort of portal there too. It's like a church, a cathedral door. And at the back of the deck we have imperfect harmony. Didn't I just talk about harmonies and how it's like cosmic frequencies and it's already there? Interesting. Okay, we'll save that and then we'll pull a few more cards. What more do we need to know about the Lionsgate? Okay, 2 cards jumped out. Opening to discovery. And you have a keyhole here. It's also a portal, and you have stars. So it's definitely like linked. I mean, you have the key and the keyhole and the stars, the portal. Definitely the Lionsgate portal energies. Like it's the door to the divine, to something else, and we can use this time in our lives, or in like this is like a little break, a little door to be open where the veils are thin. That's what I'm hearing. So you can easier tune into the divine soul, like your spirit guides, etc., to learn more about your path ahead and like download the codes you need for your next chapter. That's what I'm hearing. And then we have Beyond the Ordinary. This is a beautiful card. It's just like a peacock, or he, or they. It's probably a he. Like peacock energies, and also you have all these like cosmic divine codes being downloaded, and it's also like a bit of an explosion. So this is an unordinary time where you have this rare portal to access what you're usually not allowed, is what I'm hearing, to access. Okay. And at the back of the deck we have the Divine Matrix. So tapping into this matrix type of energy that is hidden from you otherwise. And then we have 44, which adds up to an 8, and 8 is the Lionsgate number. August. Oh, and we have on the wheel here, you have all these like light codes as well. This is also like a portal. Interesting. Okay. What next? Yeah, let's pull a few cards from this Radiant Sun. So, as you've noticed, I don't really have a structure to my readings. I'm just downloading as I go with for the collective that is drawn to this reading. And if you feel part of this tribe that is on the same path, you're welcome to join my Patreon. It's free, where we can keep in touch. I'm just shuffling here now to see, yeah, advice is what wants to come through. So this is the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. It's like 100 cards or something. Okay, we have domination. Okay, 3 cards came out. Charity, flattery, exaltation, and that card wanted to come out. Fulfillment. Domination, and they're like wrestling. It's like naked wrestling. And religious symbols. And it's like the never-ending war of who is right. And what I'm hearing is like maybe skip. This card was, we had a mercy card here before, like show some mercy and compassion. Now we don't have to figure out who is right at the moment. Like the world is burning, we have wars, we have powerful men having ego trips, and they maybe not fight about religion at this time. And that can mean even in your local church, like you don't have to be right, you don't have to convince anyone who is right or who is wrong, because does it matter? You're just a little tiny like little tiny piece of sand, like a little crumb in the universe. We are not significant. Well, we are for our loved ones and for ourselves. And charity, yeah, focus outside of yourself. Is there somewhere you can go to help someone? And that doesn't have to be starting a big NGO. It could be just helping your neighbor, watering their flowers when they're on vacation, or helping someone just do their grocery shopping. And we have fulfillment. And it's like mathematical codes here. And he sits there with a bag of money and a ship. So maybe he had asked for goods to be shipped back, and he's there to pay. And the shipment will be fulfilled. He will pay and he will receive his goods. So payment, time for pay, like it's payback time, but in a nice positive sense. Like the work you have put in, also the spiritual work you have put in, is reaping the rewards now. Flattery, and it's like a two-faced person here. So are you flattering yourself, or are you being maybe too kind to yourself? Maybe you have trouble sticking to routines and you're like being a little too kind to yourself. Maybe it's time to, do what you promised yourself you would do. That's how you build self-confidence and character. And exaltation. And this is like a party type of card. All the blessings in one piece. It's like harvest time. That's coming. So, well, basically August, September are harvest months in the northern hemisphere. So you can reap your rewards, harvest the fruit of your hard labor. is coming together now. And August is a good time, but also this, I'm hearing like your spiritual rewards and you being true to yourself. And what I'm hearing is also like you don't need to stick to someone else's schedule. If some guru tells you that you have to meditate this way and this amount of time every day, no, like do whatever feels good for you. Maybe you're praying before you go to bed and that's your little meditation, or maybe you go for walks in nature every day and that's your meditation. It's like you do you. Mm-hmm. Okay. I want to see if there are any messages regarding, so yesterday I did a reading in this where there were like timelines merging. There's a new higher timeline coming in and it's your choice to move up to it. And when I was on YouTube, I was watching some readings this morning and I saw some other readings talking about this higher timeline. I mean, some people always tell, but it was very on point with what I had channeled. So I want to see if we have some more messages on that. Maybe the Rose Oracle. Take a sip of coffee. The Rose Oracle and some tarot. Is the Lionsgate portal linked to this new higher timeline that is coming in, and are we ready to move over to this higher timeline? Okay, we are nature, becoming grounded, embodiment, and living in connection. So you have a woman like resting on the ground and you see one dancing here as well. And then the sun, this is very much what I think of like Lionsgate energies, very like sun type of energies. Joy, enjoyment, life for success, vitality, play. Okay. Is this advice? Okay. In order for us to like jump over or take the leap over or just to step over to this higher timeline, ground yourself, connect with nature, connect with yourself, feel your soul and your body is in the same place, and sun like vitality and play. Focus on what makes you happy and what is fun. Maybe you need to add more play to your life currently, because that's how you'll take this leap forward. This other deck wants to be used. This is the Tarot Illuminati. Some more advice for the Lionsgate portal. How to best take advantage of these energies. Okay, I don't know what is happening here. It does not want to be shuffled. Okay, so the King of Cups jumped out. And I'm having trouble shuffling. Okay, this is not. I often come into like after a few weeks off, June, July, then end of July, beginning of August is when I do readings. And I have trouble keeping it up the rest of the year because I fall out of things. But maybe this is the year where I can keep a routine, because I really enjoy tuning into the energies. Like what's coming through is like interesting, especially when you do several readings in a row. And you can notice patterns. Okay, 2 cards. So the back of the deck, we have 5 of cups. This card of like crying over spilled milk. 3 cups fell over, but you still have 2 standing. So don't think too much about what's not happening. Focus more on what is in front of you. And then we have the 7 of Swords. Well, it's a sneaky card, but it's also he got what he wanted and he left some for others. What is this telling us? I'll post some clarifiers because I don't really understand it. And then we have the 10 of Cups, which is like the happy ever after type of card. You see how it's like a happy family here. They have a house, they have the kids. It's like wish fulfillment. This beautiful valley. And then we had the King of Cups. This intellectual energy. Okay, let me put some clarifiers. So what advice is this for the Lionsgate portal? Okay, what I am hearing here is the 7 of Swords. It's like something you're not being honest with yourself. You're like sneaking away with something, and you are not really being truthful with yourself. This could be habits, or I don't know, finances, or relationships that where you need to have a good talk, or something where you've been sneaking around. And this, if you want to get to this higher timeline, higher dimension, you kind of need to deal with the past. And the 10 of Cups is like, yes, your wishes will be there. It's like wish fulfillment. It is there, but you need to deal with the past and what's weighing you down first. And this is like the powerful masculine energy, you sitting there on your throne, having the influence that you're looking for. So you'll get it, but like you have to deal with some things in the past. And then you have the Knight of Swords as well for clarifying the 7 of Swords. And he's like full speed ahead, so maybe slow down a bit and just deal with one thing at a time. Oh, you have the 10 of Cups clarifying the 10 of Cups. You can't make this shit up. 10 of Cups clarifying the 10 of Cups. Yes, wish fulfillment is there. You will have everything like that you've been trying to manifest for very long. This is the happily ever after. I'm not saying everything will just be glorious from now on, but you definitely have a lot of the things you have been wishing for. So it's there at the other side of the rainbow, and like this portal is bringing up a lot of this, coming into conclusion, a lot of the things you have been working on, and now I'm hearing in the last 3 years. So think back 3 years. So if you're watching this year, it's 2026 or 2023. What did you do, and where were you then, and where are you now, and like what have you been working towards? Oh, we have the Queen of Swords. So we have the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords, and then we have the King of Cups. Um, and we had a lot of Queen of Cups, no, Queen of Swords type of energy here. Um, she has a sword. She has a sword. So it's this type of Queen of Swords type of energy. So use both your intellect and your emotions to get into this next phase. So this is like a rite of passage, something that we're coming out to the other side of a 3-year, something we've worked on for 3 years, and definitely use this time to tune into cosmic energies and the divine, as much as you can during August. Like, take time out to commune with spirit in whatever way or form that happens for you. Okay, so this was interesting. Thank you so much for watching and letting me channel for you, or be a channel of the divine for you. So if you want to connect, the link to my Patreon is in the YouTube profile. It's free to join, and you can send me direct messages there as well, and I will be posting some exclusive content there as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I wish you a happy and prosperous and intuitively guided Lionsgate portal this year. Thank you. Bye bye.